Hello students, today we are going to discuss components of factor income under income method. The another name of this income method distributive share method oblique factor payment method. Okay, this is the another name of that income method. You have to remember the alternative name. Now today's topic is components of factor income. As we know, in our previous class we already discussed about that NDPFC is equal to sum of factor payment made to factor owner. This is the basic logic of NDPFC. This sum of factor payment comprises wages, rent, interest and profits. Now this wages means compensation of employees. This rent means rent and royalty. Interest means interest and profit, also called profit. But this three factor is called, if you see that three factor is called operating surplus. So what we learn? We know NDPFC is equal to sum of factor payment made to factor owner. Here factor payment, that sum of factor payment comprises wages, rent, interest and profit. Wages means compensation of employees. I tell you right now after the next slide. Rent means rent and royalty, interest means interest and profit means profit. And these three factor rent, interest and profit is called operating surplus. Remember my word. Now in next slide we discuss about compensation of employees. This compensation of employees means this compensation of employee refers to amount paid to employees by employer. Remember that word, employees by employer, for rendering productive services. Okay. In short word, in simple word, in a layman language, whatever the employee is getting from the employer, the employee of any company is getting from the employer whatever whether in cash or in kind, including both present and future benefits. Okay, whatever the employees is getting from the employer, whether in cash or in kind, including both in present and future benefit. Here that if we write wages, there is a two part, wages oblique salaries, whatever is there. One is cash and one is in kind. Here it is written whether the employees is getting from the employer, whether in cash or in kind, that money, that value, whatever getting from employee, from that employee. Here employer means who employ that person. For example, if any organizations, the boss is employer and the worker is employee, in that case that worker oblique that employee collect that wages oblique salaries in two way. One is cash and another is in kind. Sir, what is the meaning of that word cash? That cash is a basic pay. Basic pay. Here the cash is basic pay. Okay. There is a two part, basic pay and allowances. That cash is the basic pay and allowances. In kind means perquisites. Perquisites. Now basic pay means, in simple word, if the employer means the boss pays something to that employee and direct that value, that salary is called a basic pay. Now what is the allowances? That allowances is the extra benefit given by that employer. Amount for some specific purpose is called allowances. For example, if I give you that one example, free medical facilities provided by that organization. Okay, so this is under in allowances. For example, if that organization give that employee some extra like lunch allowances, provided by that organizations. So this is one kind of an example of an allowances. Now in perquisites, these perquisites that means in kind, it includes all non-monetary benefits. It includes non-monetary benefit जिसमें पैसा नहीं होगा, include होगा, non-monetary benefits like rent free home, free car provided by that organizations, free medical facilities. अच्छा, इसमें ये मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़ को उठा देना, ये लंच अलाउंसेस को याद रखना. फ्री मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज एंड एजुकेशनल facilities provided by that organization. These facilities imputed value of this benefit should be included in national income. Means if you see that wages are two types of different parts. That wages must be paid in cash or in kind, wages and salaries, whatever is there. If that wages oblique salary is paid in cash, in that case you have to pay in a basic pay structure or in a allowance structure. Allowances mean amount for some specific purpose is called an allowances. Specific purpose is for example lunch allowances. If that organization provided free lunch on on lunch time, in that case this is an lunch allowances. If it is a provided free, in that case this lunch allowances will be come under cash benefit. If the benefit in kind, in that case that kind is called perquisites. Sir, what is the meaning of that word perquisites? Perquisites means it includes non monetary benefits, means इसमें पैसा इंक्लूड नहीं होगा. पैसा इंक्लूड ना रख के उसको कैसे हम लोग बेनिफिट दे सकते हैं, वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इसको सोचेगा. लाइक रेंट फ्री होम, यानी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उसको रेंट नहीं ले रहा है उस बंदे से, मगर उसको फ्री होम प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. इन दैट केस द मॉनेटरी वैल्यू इज नॉट देयर, बट दैट इन काइंड घुमा के तो ये फ्री फैसिलिटीज दे रहा है ना, तो ये चीज इन काइंड से होगा. फ्री मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज, free educational facilities is there. So this is the benefit of the things of wages and salaries. And another part, this is one, wages and salaries, and another part is called employers contribution to social security schemes. Employees contribution to social security schemes. It includes contribution made by the employer for social security of employees. It includes contribution made by employers for the social securities ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज. ये कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अगर ये सोचेगा कोई एम्प्लॉय के लिए कि एम्प्लॉय को रिटायरमेंट के बाद इसको सोशल सिक्योरिटी देना चाहिए, रिटायरमेंट से पहले भी सोशल सिक्योरिटी देना चाहिए, उस समय उसको ये सेकंड वाला जो पॉइंट मैंने बोला है एम्प्लॉइज कंट्रीब्यूशन टू सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम्स, ये आएगा. इट इंक्लूड्स कंट्रीब्यूशन मेड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर्स फॉर द सोशल सिक्योरिटीज ऑफ एम्प्लॉय. For example, contribution to provident fund. Contribution to provident fund, ये तुम लोगों को जानना चाहिए ये कंट्रीब्यूशन कैसे होता है. सोचो कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इसमें एक है आदमी मिस्टर ए जो है एम्प्लॉयर और एक है मिस्टर बी जो है एम्प्लॉई. ओके, एम्प्लॉयर को ईआर मैंने बोला और एम्प्लॉई को ई बोला. ठीक है. सो अगर एम्प्लॉयर और एम्प्लॉई दोनों कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं प्रोविडेंट फंड में, पीपीएफ में, सो अगर एम्प्लॉई 500 दे रहा है, एम्प्लॉयर भी 500 देगा और उस पीपीएफ में एम्प्लॉय के नाम से 1000 हर महीना जमा होगा। यानी ये जो एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट जो दे रहा है एम्प्लॉयर 500 दे रहा है एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट, एम्प्लॉय तो जमा ही कर रहा है 500 रुपीज अपने पीपीएफ में, एक्स्ट्रा एम्प्लॉयर भी वो 500 उसके साथ ऐड कर रहा है। तो ये जो बेनिफिट एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय को दे रहा है बाय दैट पब्लिक प्रोविडेंट फंड, दिस इज कॉल्ड एम्प्लॉयज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन टू सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम। और एक एग्जांपल है, एग्जांपल टू है जैसे कि लेबर वेलफेयर फंड। ये जो फंड है, ये अगर कोई भी लेबर का अगर अचानक से कोई डेथ हो जाएगा, अगर ऐसा कंडीशन आता है, उस समय उस परिवार को कुछ पैसा वो एम्प्लॉयर उस एम्प्लॉय के परिवार को देता है। ये जो पैसा है वो पैसा लेबर वेलफेयर फंड में जमा होगा। यानी उसका उस एम्प्लॉयर का जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का प्रॉफिट का कुछ हिस्सा हर महीना ऐड होता रहेगा उस फंड में, और उस फंड को यूज होगा तभी जब भी वो उस एम्प्लॉय का डेथ हो जाएगा और कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, अगर उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर हो जाता है तो उस समय लेबर वेलफेयर फंड को यूज किया जाएगा। दिस इज द बेनिफिट ना। तो ये बेनिफिट कौन देता है? वो बेनिफिट एम्प्लॉयर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन टू सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम। द एम ऑफ सच कंट्रीब्यूशन, द मेन एम ऑफ सच कंट्रीब्यूशन, ये साइड बाय साइड लिखते रहो, contributions is to ensure safety and security of the life of the employees. Okay, this is the main factor. Next day we discuss about that rent, that interest and that profit. Okay, so आज का जो क्लास है यहाँ पे ही खत्म होता है।